Come with me on my story. It was June 4th, 1998, my homecoming. It was the first time that I got to come home from the rehabilitation center. I had prepared for 3 weeks for this homecoming. Homecoming, coming home to my home in a wheelchair for the first time, a very different perspective. As you came into the home, you had to have a special ramp built because of the 3 steps at the front door. My family and friends had built that ramp so that I could come home for my first home visit. The ramp was so steep, it was a temporary solution just to get me in the home. Quite frankly, it looked like the luge in the Winter Olympics. I remember that day well. Mark drove me home and he pushed me up the steep wooden ramp. He opened the front door and he pushed me inside. I started to roll the wheelchair on the thick beige carpet and I realized it was too big of an obstacle. Mark had to push me through the great room and into the kitchen, where it was a lot easier to maneuver on the linoleum floor. I remember going to the kitchen sink and looking around. And I decided to get a glass of water. I opened one of the wall cabinets, and I could barely reach the bottom shelf to get one glass out of that cabinet. I took that glass and I went over to the sink to fill it up. And I realized I couldn't reach the faucet. I asked Mark to pour me a glass of water. The emotions hit me hard and sudden. It was at that point I realized that I needed a caregiver, as I was in a serious situation. That home wasn't going to work for me. Now I was a person with a disability. Doors had to come off at the laundry room and the bathroom, so I had no more privacy. The appliances were not accessible in the kitchen. I couldn't shower or bathe independently. I couldn't get to my clothes. I couldn't get to the food. The house was 2 stories, so I couldn't go up the steps to the 2nd floor, and I couldn't go to the basement where my publishing company was housed. I had to dissolve the publishing company. My speaking business was on the 1st floor, but I had to modify all the furniture. This was life for me in 1998. We knew that things had to change and we had to build a different home. So in September of 2004, we hired our architect to design a new home, a home that would accommodate myself and Mark. We had thought that that home that we had built when we were first married 3 years ago was going to be our last home. That was our American dream, but it became a nightmare. And so we set out on a journey to design a home that would work for us. We hired a national design team, and we set on a journey. And on September 23rd, 2009, we had our groundbreaking to start construction. Mark and I were the general contractors, and together with all the design team and all the sponsors, went forward for 32 months to build our new home. Can you imagine my joy and elation the day we moved in, May 12th, 2012? It was a lot different then. There was no wooden ramp, no ramps at all. It was just a gentle path to the front door, and all the doors were 36-inch wide, and the thresholds were low, and the kitchen was totally accessible, and the bathroom was spacious with a shower I could independently use, and a toileting area that had privacy doors. It was just the total difference of a nightmare to my dream home, and that homecoming was so different for me. Many of you don't understand the concept of how we design this home. It's universal design. Let me explain it to you. It's a framework. It's a concept to design living spaces, working spaces, and products for people of all abilities, all ages, without specialized design. It's good design for everyone. It's transparent design. It equalizes the playing field and makes life easier. That was the concept that we went with. And did we do it? This home is the top-rated home in North America for universal design, earning 3 national certifications. Not only is it universal design, but it's very green, earning the silver certification on LEED for Homes from the U.S. Green Building Council, and the gold rating from the National Association of Home Builders on the National Green Building Program. This home is the national demonstration home in Columbus, Ohio, to showcase how homes can be designed for people of all ages and all abilities for their lifetime. I encourage you to go to our website. It's really easy. The Universal Design Living Laboratory, initials UDLL.com. You can take a virtual tour, you can take a video tour, you can read articles, you can see the floor plan, you can see photos. It is a wealth of information for you. This website has been designed so that it becomes a model throughout the land. You see, it was our mission when we built the home to become a home, a standard of excellence, so that we could change the way homes are designed in the future, so that we could work with the construction industry, the design industry, and be a catalyst for change, for healthy home construction, for accessible home construction, and for safety. We've done this through speaking, training, and consulting projects. The home is a catalyst for change. What I hope for you today is that when you walk out of today's program and you have your homecoming walking into your door, take a look around. Take a look around at your home and think about your future independence and what needs you will have. What properties, what features, what benefits your home of the future should have. And I hope that you've learned from me today that there are solutions for homes of the present as well as homes of the future. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.